Hey, welcome back to That'll Do Garage. Thanks for joining me. It's time to work on a motorcycle again. I know it's been 3 years since I took the engine out. I'm terribly sorry. I know you've all been waiting patiently. But the time has finally come. My friend John is here. We're gonna throw a bunch of labor at it today and see how far we get. Cross your fingers. Yes, that's real sawdust. It's been sitting that long. So I took the engine out 3 years ago, had a horrible low end knock. Took the engine all apart, found a few things, put it all back together, and then I moved about a year ago. So I had to throw this engine back in, throw the rear wheel back on. So that stuff's just sitting there. There's like 2 bolts holding it in. That's the first thing we got to do is take that back out and start from scratch. All the parts are up here, neatly organized and cleaned and labeled. Got a parts washer, got some donuts, got John to put a bunch of elbow grease in, and yeah, it's gonna be great. Who knows how far we'll get, but I just realized I don't have the key, so. All right, John got the rear wheel off already. This is the frame member that I forgot to take off when I removed the engine the first time and I struggled. So you can see there's just like 1 nut sitting up there and 1 bolt up here. And I think maybe 1 bolt up on the other side there. So I'll take that out, we'll get this frame member out, and then this engine should come out this way. Got the hoist set up, and I guess that's it. And then the engine's out, we can put the drive and the transaxle, whatever you call this stuff, back together. Start cleaning things, and might actually be progress. Rear wheel off, engine out, subframe doohickey removed. So we're going to start by, I think this is called the sub-trans. This is where you get your high and low. And this kind of thing bolts right up here. And then this interfaces with the final drive over here. So we're going to put that on and begin reassembly. Who knows where the heck the bolts are. I do not recommend starting a job and waiting 3 years to resume. You ever done that before, John? You haven't done the resuming part yet?
Do I even need to dignify that with a response?
My anxiety level is rapidly rising, but John's gonna keep me grounded. So we got the sub-trans sitting here. Found the cover and all the bolts. I was smart enough to leave all the bolts in the cover. So those are all there. And now we're just trying to figure out, this gear is loose. So we gotta try to figure out, is there a shifting mechanism or how does that work? But, oh, look, more parts. Has been a little bit of a circus trying to put these things together. We're looking at the book, we're trying to find parts we're missing, but John's got it all in his head, so I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
Okay, so what?
Do you want to lift this off? Or?
I got that gear off.
Okay. So the first one is slide the splined washer onto the transmission countershaft. Okay. Next one, align the oil hole in the inner splined collar with the oil hole in the transmission countershaft and slide it onto the shaft. Next is install the 47 tooth gear with the out facing out.
Out.
Yep.
That's where this all comes.
Okay.
This. So we can get it over there and then get that back. And
slide around this shifter spline collar. Okay.
Okay.
All right, next
there, now that's tight. Yeah.
We were missing that before.
Yeah,
okay.
we were.
Slide on the shifter splined collar 126, which is that guy. Yeah, that guy. Is there an oil hole in it?
Nope.
Next is engage the shift fork into the groove in the shifter and install both parts. And it looks like we should have bolts in there.
Huh?
It looks like we bolt that in somehow.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the shift fork.
Dogs are installed.
Engage the dog of the shifter into the holes in the reduction gear. Okay, next is 15. Align the oil hole in the outer splined collar with the oil hole in the transmission output shaft, figure 128.
An oil galley hole
Farther in.
farther in on this spline.
Then maybe we better take it back.
I think maybe we better take it.
7th time is the charm.
Okay, now bring that out. Okay. See, there's no oil galley.
Could it be pointing down or something?
It'll be fine.
Yeah, there's one there. So that's important. Glad we took it back off. There's that one on the outside and there's this one on the inside.
Okay.
So we need to, let's put that up, straight up.
Yep.
Where's the inner, or are the inner and the outer the same? We have one here and one here. Same diameter, same thickness. They're probably
The
the same.
oil galley, I mean the hole, I
Centered
think
in
it's the
both.
same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, okay, we can turn that. And then we need that washer.
I think it's still on there.
Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. We probably could have put this on too. Considering there we go.
That makes sense.
That makes
I
sense.
feel better.
Yep. Okay. We I think saved your drivetrain.
Yeah, or at least this part. I'm sure these are cheap though.
Oh yeah.
Diamond doesn't.
Well, the R1 you just
They're multiplying here.
we're gonna know what we're doing by the end of this.
Well, you will. I just provide donuts.
I mean, no, that's good there. That's good there because
Yeah, that whole.
in this hole.
Yeah, that looks right.
And then I bet there's a snap ring or something that goes there eventually. Okay, how do they then?
Line that oil hole in the outer spline and slide the spline collar onto the shaft. Install the 43 tooth reduction gear with the out mark facing out. Correctly seat the cotters into the groove in the transmission countershaft. What the heck is a cotters? I know what a cotter pin is.
Huh?
Figure item B, figure 129. Yeah, some little clippy dealy right there. I'll look for a clippy dealy. So this is what we just got stuck on. We got the gear back in, and then it said correctly seat the cotters, and we said, what the heck is the cotters? I know what a cotter pin is. So in this diagram you can see there's cotters and a circlip and a thrust washer. So we found this in my bucket O bolts, and then this thing goes on the outside. So are we missing a thrust washer still? Might still be missing the thrust washer.
No, I don't think there's any thrust washer. I think that's what the cotter's for.
Well, that's what the drawing sure looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, cotters. Okay, we also found that we forgot a thrust washer, which goes right here. So we took that back off, put the thrust washer in, put it back together. And now we're proceeding, I think, with cover installation. Blah, blah, blah. Install the shift drum, still there. In this position, the shift drum will engage correctly with the shift fork. Turn the rear wheel until the slot in the final gear shaft is vertical. Final gear shaft. This one? Is this the final gear shaft? What slot?
Oh, we got a right here.
You got a little key? Oh,
Got that
so
little
this
key.
guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that needs to go.
That's how you shift it, I guess? Okay. Or something. Okay. Vertical.
No, I don't know what that's for.
Oh, it's an oil pump. Also align the oil pump shaft vertically. Well, this is figure 133 and 134. Yeah, that. And that. Yeah, okay. Install the cover while slightly wiggling the shift drum shaft to achieve proper alignment with the shift fork.
That's this.
Yeah, that's the drum and this is the fork. Slightly wiggling is the technical term. Install the cover bolts and torque. Okay, so let's put it up there. Are you slightly wiggling?
Maybe more.
Need more wiggle?
We got the dowel pin down on the bottom. There we go.
Got a rubber mallet. Don't forget to slightly wiggle. Perfect.
We weren't kidding about slightly wiggling either.
It's good wiggling. We're fighting the dowels here.
I feel like the last part is that
Yeah.
alignment. Wonder if we've got to pull it off and
Start over.
or do you want to try and massage it on there and
Slightly wiggle.
slightly
Do you
wiggle?
think the shift thing is connected?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Oh, okay.
I think our other pin is aligned. Hey,
Hey, hey. Look at that slightly wiggle. I'm gonna put a bolt in
that was a great slightly wiggle. Who would have thought that this would go the first time?
Yeah.
Nobody will believe
Well,
us.
things usually go pretty good for me. Okay, we had some lunch. Never mind the neighbor's chainsaw running. Moving on to the clutch now. I already have a washer installed on the shaft. I think so. This is where power comes from the engine. Splines to the back of this thing. And then there's the clutch pack, which splines to the inside, which goes to here, which then transfers to the transmission. So just checking the book to make sure we got everything figured out. All of our parts identified. Well, there's another piece here. Oh, and these springs are somehow involved. We're gonna spend the whole day. I wanted to go from engine out to running in one day, and it's gonna be more like we're gonna spend the whole day engine out. And we're not even gonna get back in today. Boy, this is like watching paint dry here.
Yeah, it is. I'm doing it.
You're getting there. What?
Were we supposed to have a couple of bolts on this to hold this whole thing together?
Let's see. In that one, there's some bolts. Well, we did this. We installed the washer, clutch loader housing, teeth must match. Already did that. Spline washer, clutch center, yep, assembly. Push the assembly on slowly while aligning the tabs with the friction discs with the slots. Friction disc B, installed in step 1, has wider tabs and will only fit into the outermost section of the clutch loader housing. Oh yeah, this one. So that's correct. This is a cross check for correct location. Install the washer with the dished side facing toward the out. The word outside must face toward the outside. Figure 32. Okay, so that washer that you're looking
Oh, yeah,
at. So
yep.
I gotta find that.
But here's where I feel like some of these, this whole pack is expanded,
Okay.
and I feel like.
Should we start over?
Yeah, I think so.
This, I just noticed this steel. There's nothing to, or is that just a spacer? Well, just pull the whole thing out. We can repack it. Okay.
Yeah, see, could we put one of the springs and a bolt
Yeah.
here to hold this whole thing together? Maybe. Did that fall out again? Might have. I think I lost the locating again.
Oh, in the whole assembly. Okay.
Shoot. Cool.
Okay, don't move.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Push it on, blah, blah, blah. Put the thing on, yep. Install the lock washer. What's the lock washer look like? Make sure it's positioned properly. Yeah, stake one tab of the lock washer into a notch in the clutch nut. So, remove the two clutch bolts, washers, and springs used to temporarily hold some of the components together. Funny how that works.
Okay. Yep.
Oh dear.
I mean, that means we're even better than they are.
That's right. They wish they could do it as well as we do. Install the lock washer. Make sure it's located in the locating bar.
Yeah, I think we're good here. Because
Install
then,
the clutch nut. There's a torque wrench.
seems like a finger slicer to me. This is your bike. I'll let you.
Good call. It does kind of feel like it's cross-threaded right there.
It does.
Well, seems like it's working. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do that if it was cross-threaded.
Great.
Probably get a little burr on there.
Do you have a long
Needle nose?
nose vice grips?
I do.
Put that on there and then you can turn the vice grips. You could even torque it that way.
You're crazy.
Look at that.
Special tool in my eye.
It is a special tool. They've just upgraded it.
How much is 30 foot-pounds when applied over a long nose vice grip? Gotta get this lock washer back where it's supposed to be. Like that, right?
I can.
Can you hold it? Okay.
That's not 30 foot pounds.
No, but that'll hold the lock washer in. So now we just got to find a way to hold the mechanism while we tighten it with the hammer. That's probably like 5 foot-pounds.
If we put a couple
Bolts in.
put a bolt in there and then
Bolts are right there. Yeah, then you could put the screwdriver like this and hold it.
yeah.
I'll get a little pry wire.
Do we want to put this
I think that
whole
would be
thing
in the
on?
way.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's put 2. Yeah.
Do you have some M6s that you would want to
Use instead?
sacrifice?
No, I don't think so. I have very few bolts here. Okay, let's leave a little bit out so you can.
Just don't want to bend them.
Is that gonna work? Can you like hold it or rotate it so that it's not in the way for hammering purposes? Yeah, there you go. Like that. Maybe.
Is that? Let's see.
I think. No.
I need to.
Try putting it the other way. Yeah. There you go.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, there you go. Okay, ready?
Yep.
I have no idea how far to go. That was almost a quarter turn from hand tight. It's supposed to be 30 foot-pounds. I'm gonna go a little farther.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Well, I got to get to a locking tab, right? So, I'll go until this locking tab lines up with that. A tiny bit more. Perfect. Torqued. So now I just bend the locking tab down, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, perfect.
How did I do that?
Calibrated. Now we took the clutch back out because we realized there's a bunch of shifty forks and mechanisms back here that we didn't put in. So we took that off. We're working on getting this together. And there's a thing that goes down here with a spring and a little cylinder. It's supposed to look like this. Yeah. And naturally it's not identified in the book, but looks like that weird looking thing. So we searched everywhere, high and low, looking over there, looking on the floor. We were just about ready to pull something off of the other motorcycle. And then we decided to move on with our lives. John came over here and the darn thing was stuck to the bottom. Oh man. So I'm sure you can feel our pain. But now we can carry on. Just wanted to demonstrate the shifting here. This is like toggling through the gears. Let's leave it in a second. Actually, okay.
Good or a little more?
Yep, that, come down a little more. Stop. Okay, now come in. Okay, looking good. I'm gonna take that bracket off. Hold on.
And then do you wanna?
It's also not gonna fall very far because it's hitting the frame in the front. So I got this on here.
Okay.
So I guess maybe just push it straight towards me now.
We are.
Well, you can't because of the strap, right?
Right.
Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and lower it then. Yep, we'll sit on this and then we'll fall forward and hit the frame.
Okay.
Yep, looking good. Okay, a little more, stop. Yep, keep going up, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going up.
Okay.
There. Now, hold on. Our safety strap is being too safe.
Oh. Sure.
It's getting pretty close. Now we're getting there. Okay, just leave it there for a sec. Or like two more. How's your alignment over there? Oh, I'm really good now. I got a bracket here that I could probably start.
I can get this bar in, and then we just drop it down about 3/4 of an inch. This doesn't seem like it wants to. There. Almost seems like it's cross-threaded here.
Well, we got carried away. All the motor mount brackets are in and tight. Front steppy things are back on. Transaxle thingies all in. We put the final drive back together. And the rubber boot. And the swing arm, the rear axle, and the brakes are just kind of sitting here, but a lot of putzing left to do. Rear brakes, carbs, cabling, plumbing, battery, airbox. I don't know, bunch, well, whatever random parts I can find on the bench over there. We've had a good time though. It's about 7 p.m. so we're at 8-9 hours for the day.
About knock off time, yep.
Yeah, time to call it a day.
Significantly less parts in your
Yeah.
backend, so.
Yeah, way down there. Oh, and one donut left. Anyway, thanks a lot, John. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Fun to help.
So there'll be another follow-up video where we get this thing fired up. But anyway, thanks for watching.